Don't ever trust that source. You do not want everybody knowing that you fucking left and right. They're not your real friends. Some of the things that I'm gonna say might sound messy. I will listen, and you would too. Hey y'all, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, I'm basically going to be spilling the tea on things I wish I knew before I started high school. Now, before I get into this video, I just want to give a disclaimer that this is not an advice video. This is just my experience. I'm just going to be talking out the ass, honestly, about different topics. I feel like some things I'm going to say is going to be helpful, as well as I'm going to keep this shit real because I'm a realist. Some of the things that I'm going to say might sound messy. I also want you guys to kind of understand who I am as a person. I'm a very selective person, and I've grew mentally over the year of high school. Everything that I say, do not take it as everything is negative, because I definitely did have a fun time in high school. I just want to talk about the real stuff that people do not talk about. And everybody likes to make it seem like everything is rainbows and butterflies, and truth be told, ain't shit funny. This is all what I've observed. That's basically it. Let's get into the video. Now, one thing I do want to start off by saying is we're going to start off with the serious shit before we get messy. I do believe that when you start off in freshman, please take your schooling very seriously. You do not want to be that bitch in grade 12 that don't know what the fuck she's doing with her life, he's doing with his life. Don't have all your credits, you're not graduating with your peers. You do not want to be that person. You have 4 years. I feel like 4 years is enough time to really think and sit with yourself and understand yourself. You're also developing, so use that time wisely. Like, you know, even if you do not know what you want to do for the rest of your life, start somewhere. The world is going to keep spinning. If you do not start somewhere, boo, you're going to be left behind. Oh, high school is not a real place. You need to get your life together. This is a pending stage for you to go into the real world. You gotta do that work and put that work in yourself. Friends is not everything. Do not follow after people. Don't do your own thing. Be your own person. I forgot to put on primer. Whatever, I already did it, so it's whatever. But it is embarrassing, and them same friends are gonna sit down there talking shit about you because you don't know what the fuck you want to do with your life. And even if they're not, and they're not being real with you, like, yo, you need to get the fuck up. They're not your real friends. I'ma just leave it there and let you sit with that thought. You have 4 years to get your shit together, so get your shit together. Even if it's a start, you start. Don't be a bum ass bitch. Now, since we were just talking about friends, let's get into it. I want you guys to understand that I don't care about friends. Personally, I know other people, their life depends on it. It's sad. If you trying to get to the money, if you trying to be successful, if you trying to make something out of yourself, friends cannot hold you down. Now, I'm not saying it's not okay to have a community. You should have a trusted community. But to be depending on your friends and to be following after your friends every fucking move is just waste. Me personally, I could care less about having a friend because I know I've built my community since I was at a young age, and I have my community. I have my good trusted friends. In high school, people will be friends with you and tutus talk shit about you behind your back. It makes no sense. To me, I'm not going to be friends with you if I don't like you. I don't see what I'm gaining from that. And people that do that are social climbers. Argue with your mom. Majority of the time, when somebody is talking mad shit about somebody, see them around that same person, it's for something. It's always for something. And what I've noticed is always because the person's more known. A friend to all is a friend to none. If I do not like you, we will not be friends. Now, it doesn't mean that it's beef, but I'm not going to waste my energy in being around you. We could be cordial, we could be cool, but I'm not going to be your best friend. I'm not going to kick it in your face. I'm not going to laugh in your face if I already knew that I talked about you in your long ass pussy. Like, no. There are people that are sheep in wolf clothing. I've had a friend like that. You think that you can trust them, and you think you know who they are, or listen to your gut feeling. Your gut feeling is always right. 9 times out of 10, your gut feeling is always telling you something. Because I did have a little inkling about this person, but it wasn't enough to make me move, like, you know, because the person had sense. At least I thought the person had blood clot sense, and the way how the person talked, I was like, oh yeah, but Tutu, she's doing the same thing that we used to talk about. Now, do I have beef with this person? No. Are we not friends anymore? Yes, because clearly people do not know who they are. Don't tell your business to everybody. And if you tell your business to one person, make sure it's one person, because then if you hear that same business that you told, you know who the fuck said what, and you know who's asked to be. If you're this type of person where you're gonna automatically be somebody because they don't want to be friends with you anymore, and it's not no big of a deal, get a fucking grip. I am very strict with who I want around me. If you're not going nowhere, and call this user, call this whatever, if you don't have a brain of your own, if you don't know what the fuck you're gonna do with your life, and all you care about is man, friend, dick, fuck, I don't want to be your you learn, you grow. It's all a learning process. You're going to be friends with people that you fall out with, and it is okay. Not everybody you're going to spend the rest of your life with, unfortunately. And I feel like it is important to have and build a good community. You know who is good for you, and you know who is bad for you. And let me tell you how you know. You always get that little voice in your head that there's something not right about this person. And each person that I fell out with, I've always had a little inkling, but I've ignored it. Drama. Let's talk about, is this drama? I don't really know what topic this is, but it's a topic. Do not tell your business. I already said this, but don't tell your business, because your business will be out there, especially if you're a whore and you know you're a hoe. My girl, be smart and be strategic, because you will be talked about. Everybody gotten talked about in high school at some point. Even me, even blood clot me. This is why you need to be humble, because me, I used to be so hippie, and I used to walk around thinking, oh yeah, ain't nobody gonna talk about me because I don't tell my business. Even when you don't tell your business, people will find something to talk about. It's a way of life, even if you don't say shit. But it's better that it's a lie than a truth. Bitch, you do not, if you know you be fucking left and right, you do not want everybody knowing that you fucking left and right. Now, if you know you a hoe, let me put you on game real quick. I'm not a hoe. Let's just make that very clear. But why the fuck you know say you're too fucky both as a man and a female? Why the fuck you think say you can fuck multiple people in the same school and nobody's gonna talk? Are you dumb? Oh, and first of all, let me give you guys a definition of what a hoe is, because people fling that word too loosely. It's never been flung to me. Class is in session, sit your ass down. A hoe means somebody who does this often, a lot. Okay? Not a hoe does not mean that, oh, you just exploring and you talking to people. See, there's a difference. Talking and is two different things. I feel like we need to stop flinging that word too loosely. When you're pretty, be prepared for everybody to say you're a hoe. I don't know why people care what you do with your crotch, but hey, it happens. And listen, I be sitting down there listening too. If you told me so-and-so did this, that, and the third with their I will listen. And you would too for a piece of tea. You would too. So let's not judge, but it does happen. It is a factor. And I feel like we need to stop throwing that word too loosely, because people that be throwing that word too loosely have allegations against them. Let's talk about this. Be careful from who you get the tea from. Now, if you get a tea from a certain source, don't ever trust that source. I used to always get tea from a certain sources. And those same sources would still be in front of the tea's faces. You know what I'm trying to say? Which mean you gotta think. This is what I mean by I think differently, I operate differently. Them same people, they don't know shit about me. And they never will. It's not good looks. It's not good looks for the sources, and it's not good looks for you to still be telling the sources your business, because them sources are gonna run back and tell the people that they were talking about your exact business. Please tread lightly. All right? tread lightly. But let's talk about relationships. I've only had one serious relationship in high school. And if you attach me to somebody else, it's a blood clot lie. If I could give you any advice about relationships, it would be this. Do not, how do I explain this? I'm trying to find it. I'm finding it. When you get into a relationship, for lack of a better word, don't center your whole existence around the relationship. Now, I can admit, because I'm a realist and I'm an honest person, in grade 9, when I first got into my relationship, I did start hanging around my nigga more than I hung out with my friends. My nigga did too. I don't regret it. Personally, I don't regret it because I still had friends, just not my friends at school, you know? And I also had my older sister, and personally, like I said, I do not care for friends. So I preferred hanging out with my sister over people that I just met from school, because mind you, I just came to the school, like, you know? So I preferred hanging out with my sister more. And me, my man at the time, and my sister, it just used to be us, like a trio. And I liked it like that. It's not really good to really center your whole life and around that person, because I feel like I did snap out of it. I did. Like the next year, I think grade 10, me and him had a conversation. I'm like, yeah, I feel like we should start hanging out with our friends more. And he agreed too. But I feel like some people do not snap out of it, and some people revolve their whole life around their man, and their man's their best friend, their man's their only source of entertainment. Your whole high school experience shouldn't just be with your man. You should have fun with your friends, and I did. Like, you know? And thank God I caught it at an early time, because even people that I used to talk to at that time used to be like, you just used to disappear. And yes, I did. And because I was going through so much at the time, I felt like it was safer to be around my older sister. Like, I love my older sister down. Me and my older sister had fun. That's why I don't regret it. But I feel like other people will. And I want to clear it up. I feel like this is only if you center your whole world around the guy and you do not have a community. I still had my community and my trusted people. Don't just lose contact with anybody, like, you know, over this one guy. And I feel like if I continued that way, I would have went downhill. But I really don't, because I spent a lot of time with my older sister. So I wanted to be around her every second that I got. Like, I was up her ass, and I still will be up her ass. Like, I used to hate her though. That's so funny. When I was younger, if you used to be my friend when we was younger, you know, like, I used to hate my sister. I used to be like, fuck that bitch. But now I love her. So I'm so freaking mad that I didn't put on concealer, because, I mean, what's it called, primer, because I don't know, my makeup looks weird. I don't know if I'm tripping, but my makeup look weird. Yes, now let's talk about mental health. I feel like a lot of people don't really talk about this when they say things I wish I knew. You're going through changes, and you're going to go through a lot. And when I tell you, that shit hit me like a rock, my you, like, oh my gosh. Mental health is such a big thing, like, and I still go through it till this day. Like, I still go through feeling like, I'm gonna just say one thing, feeling like what I'm doing is not good enough. And truth be told, I'm doing everything in my power to be good enough. Like, I am doing good enough. Like, I know this, but like sometimes I just have negative thoughts where I feel like I need to do more. Like, that's just me. I'm very antsy. Like, I'm very like, I need to hustle. I need to do this. I need to be on the move. And I feel like that's why I think differently, because everything to me is not about friend. When I go through mental, like, health issues or whatever, it's all about how can I improve? How can I change? Like, when I do something negatively to someone, even though they definitely did something to me, I always try to reflect on what I did so that I don't do it again. Like, I'm hard on myself. I don't give myself grace at the fuck all, because I'm doing good for my age. I got a job. I know what the fuck I want to do. I got accepted into the college that I want to do. I finally got my G1. I do everything on my own. Anything that you see me have, I'm like, yes, my dad helps here and there, but majority of the shit KALAYAH does. I do. If I want it, I'm going to fucking get it. If I worked hard for that shit, like, you know? And I feel like I'm super hard on myself. And it's like, I want you guys to give yourself grace. Give yourself grace. You are doing enough that you are in a position where this is only so much that you can do. And sometimes, because I'm a believer in God, in Jesus Christ, sometimes I really have to give it to God. And sometimes, most of the times, I don't. Like, I'm not going to sit down here and lie and whatever. I just go through a lot mentally about within myself and what I can do to improve myself, that I forget to sit down and be like, yo, like sometimes I really have to be like, KALAYAH, you're doing just fine. You're okay. Doing enough. You're doing more than what other people my age is doing. Like, and sometimes you just have to stop, breathe, and reflect. But yes, like, I do so much for myself that I forget to give myself grace. Like, I'm already doing so much. Like, people go through a lot, okay? That's personally just what I go through, but other people go through so much more, you know? But I feel like you have to give yourself grace. I don't really know what more to say on other topics of mental health, because I don't really experience a lot of other things. But I feel like overall, give yourself grace. That's like the only thing I could say about mental health, because I'm not a therapist. Give yourself grace. You need it. You're human. You're going to make mistakes. There's only so much steps you could take in life, and there's only so much that you can do. Give yourself grace, because you deserve it. Also, I feel like I didn't really touch too much on the boyfriend part, but I also feel like it's important to, I keep on saying this, don't tell your business to anybody. Because I'm telling y'all, if it's out there, it's going to be talked about. Even if it's a lie, it's going to be talked about. Like, if you do not want nothing in your relationship to be talked about, do not tell your business, period. And don't talk to no girl or boy that chat too much, because they will expose you too. They will. I've seen it happen. Your relationship, especially if it's serious and it's not a little fling, your relationship is your relationship. Nobody should really know about, like, of course you're gonna tell like the surface level or whatever, but like whatever argument you and your boyfriend have, nobody really needs to know about it, for real. Because after you tell your friend something that your man did, and then you wonder why your friend don't like your man. Come on, boo. Like, just don't. Because people will take something and run with it, and everything in high school is broken telephone. That's how rumors occur. That's how rumors start. One person hears one thing, and then they go back and say something else, and then it just stems like that, you know? So I feel like, for my sake, I personally feel like nobody really knew about my relationship, for real. Nobody even knew when we broke up. Like, that's how serious it was. Like, even my friends didn't really know, for real. So I feel like, to have a peaceful relationship without people always being in your business, do not tell anything that goes on in your relationship. Save yourself, okay? Anyways, guys, this is the end of my get ready with me. I hope you guys liked this video. I also want to remind you guys again, high school is all an experience. You're gonna go through many different cycles in life, many different friendships, and honestly, it's okay. It's only 4 years of your life, and you know, you're gonna get by. It's gonna go by pretty fast. Just enjoy your time, but also be very mindful of what you do, who you hang around, what you say, and, you know, be paranoid. Be paranoid. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know if you guys want me to do more talking videos. Let me know, you know. I hope this wasn't too messy. I feel like it wasn't. Yeah, I hope you guys like this video. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video.